Y'all, I was minding my whole business. Okay. And then I come across this little video on site. Oh my God. And this woman, okay, I'm gonna let it play in a minute, but I'm gonna give you a synopsis real fast. This woman, come to find out, she called off her wedding because she find out that her fiance used to date other men back in the day. Child, let's drop this intro and get into this story. All right, y'all. So let's just jump into it.
Just because I slept with a few dudes in the past in college does not mean we're going to sit there and call the wedding off. It was in college. Right now, no. Right now, college. It was in college. Oh, for the love of God. It was in college. It was in college. You act like you were never curious before. You never messed around with. I'm a good man. Any woman will want a man like me. Any woman will want a man like me. Like me. So you go ahead and try to throw me away. You go ahead and try. You go ahead and try. Like I said, let me tell you something. You will never find another man like me. You will never find another man like me. You're judging me. And that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. For what? For what? College. I'm a different man now. Serious. You're not serious. It's not finished. 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 It's because I can be. Because you're judging me. Because I slept with a few guys in my past. Just because I slept with a few.
Yo! Yo! Okay, it said man's goes off. He's dangerous. This nigga dangerous. She's saying go. He ain't going nowhere. Okay? He mad. He mad. Oh, God, girl, get away from him. Man goes off on his ex-fiancée for calling off their wedding after learning of his curious past. Slept with a few guys in college, but it's a changed man. I know you lying. I saw that and I was stuck. I know you lying. But no, because a lot of these men are like that. They are DLing, and oh man. The fact she's telling him to leave, he don't want to leave. I would be very, honestly, I hope this is Lord, even if this ain't a skit, women are losing their lives all over the place behind men like this, okay? Women are losing their lives every freaking day behind men that just don't want to be held accountable. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to date someone who previously dated other men. She could say, oh, I don't want to date somebody. These men are out here talking about they don't want to date a woman who's ever dated the other guy before. She could say if she want to say she don't want to date a guy because he messed with another guy before or marry him, she has that right to. If she wants to say, I don't want to date a man or marry a man who's been with a white woman before, she has that right to. If she says, I don't want to be with a man who's been with a fat girl before, she has that right to. People have a right among their own autonomy. He can date, he could do whatever he wants. There are women out here who will get down with any old who will be okay with it. There are women out here who will thoroughly be okay with it, right? So leave the women. If she don't want to, she don't want to. I don't like the fact that he's acting like I don't have to leave. I don't have to go nowhere. And being very abrasive and aggressive. And it's like kind of dangerous, right? I would be concerned for her safety. Okay, if I was her, I would be really concerned for my safety because this man is losing his shit. He is losing his shit because he don't want to be accountable for what he did when he was in the past. Listen, if y'all were out here last week dragging, was it last week? A week before, I don't remember, dragging Brittany, whatever her Renner, because she slept with 35 guys, dragging her, and it was perfectly okay, and it was perfectly fine, especially to a lot of these men and some of these women. It was perfectly okay to drag her based off of the amount of sexual partners she has had in the past. This lady is saying she don't want to date, she don't want to marry you based off the type of sexual partners you had in the past. So what is wrong with why is one good for the goose but not good for the gander? If y'all want to be shaming Brittany Renner for sleeping with 35 men, she should be able to shame this man, or not even shame him, just saying, I'm pulling off the wedding. I don't want to be with you no more. I don't want to marry you. She ain't even shaming him. He's shaming himself. I just don't want to marry you. That's what you did. Okay, cool. That's on you. I don't have to be okay with that. I can choose not to be okay with that. That's my choice. Listen, you better be careful. You got to be careful with these men. You got to be digging up. I tell y'all, anytime these men, you got to be worried about y'all. A lot of y'all be worried about about the bitches they be around. You need to be worried about they homeboys. Dudes who spend too much time with their homeboys is suspect as hell. Okay? And somehow, some way, this information came back up to her and she found out and she just wasn't okay with it. He didn't say, oh, remember that episode of Insecure when Molly was dating that dude? And he was like, oh, I had a man ask my D before. He was like, it was one time. This dude said he dated multiple men. I don't even know if I would be. I'm not okay with a dude just getting his DS by one dude. Okay, but like you didn't even get your DS by one dude one time on a drunk night and try to convince me of that. No, you had whole relationships with numerous guys. A few guys in college. A few guys. Child, when girls be out here going through a few D's in college, niggas be upset. Guess what? Shorty upset too, showing no parts of it.